Traverse City Trojan hockey fans, we are back. We've got our third 30-minute runtime scrimmage here at Center Ice, Traverse City, Michigan. This one is going to be a doozy. We are playing the Bay Reps, direct neighbors to the Trojans. Quite the rivalry here. A ton of these kids know each other. This is going to be fun. Face off, controlled by the Trojans, dumped in deep by Kasuletinen. And the Reps are able to clear that. The referee says it went off a stick, no icing. Klusterman backs it up to Kasu. Kasu makes a move to the middle, tries to pass, nobody there. Oh, he turned inside. The Reps control the puck. Traverse City comes up with it. Out of the zone. Bay Reps dump it right back in. They're off sides. And this should go, oh, they're going to call it right here at the line. I'd have made it go all the way down. A bunch of the kids on the Reps teams were on the 16U split season team and played with a bunch of the Trojans. All right, Trojans have the puck. Here comes Blake Weaver. Blake Weaver cuts it toward the net. He gets pounded. Puck's loose. Weaver's a big kid. He looks hurt, actually. He's grimacing hard. He made a great turn in toward the net, forced the defender on him off, but a Rep coming across the ice saw him and lit him up, and Weaver went off grimacing. That's not good. Conaway and Harvey on defense. Shot toward the net, hits the side of the net off of Fogelman's stick. Harv not able to keep it in. Fogelman backed him up. Here's the shot. Oh, just side of the net. That was Evan Blazak, who's got to calibrate that shooter. If that was on net, it's in. The goalie was out of position, down low. Evan tried to go up high over the bar. The Reps try to get it out. Conaway keeps it in. It's centered. Beatty with a shot. Beatty picks it up again from the point. He makes a move. Gives it up. And here come the Reps. Conaway backing up through his legs. And we've got Carter Schlegel in goal for this one. He puts a glove on it. Conaway and another one of the Rep players going at it. I'm trying to see who the Rep player was. Obviously, I know who Conaway is. All right, Conaway's going to the bench. The way the ref was talking to him, I was afraid he's going to the box. All right, face off, deep in the Trojans' end. Run by the Reps. Reps try to send it to the middle. Klusterman just misses it. We've got Blake Davidson out there, who is new to the team. He's a speedster. Shot on net, inside. Puck goes down, comes out of the Reps end. Blake Davidson. I'm just going to say Davidson until I get him down. Right in front of the scorekeeper's box. It's hard to see what's going on because I'm directly above them. The Reps get it at the red line, drive it in. Klusterman picks it up. He looks, long pass, tipped by number 20, Cade Treadway. Treadway goes for a change, and the Reps come back. They get it deep in our end, and that was Ben Burley. Made a move behind the net, threw the Reps player off. Do this like a bat. Wow, they're letting some really rough hits go. One of our players just got smoked in the back in front of the ref, and he just shook it off. Face first into the glass. All right, Burley behind the net. Conaway partnered with him. Rodenroth out. Puck handled. Rodenroth gets it back. Rodenroth tries to make a move. Reps saw it all the way. They steal it in the neutral zone. Dumped in by the Reps. Comes around to Kloosterman. Kloosterman gets it out. Over the stick of Rodenroth, and the Reps pick it up. Puck dumped in deep. Kloosterman reverses it. That goes to Carter Humphrey. Carter Humphrey makes the line. He gets smoked at the blue line. Comes all the way around. Kloosterman backing up, intercepts that. He goes far side with a chip pass to Harv. Harv gets it out. And the Reps try to dump it back in, but the shot is flubbed. Here's one! Oh, it was a nice pass attempt. Evan Blazak all by himself. Shot toward the goal, knocked down by a Rep. He goes behind the net. That's Colton Davidson. And it's out. This will be an icing, and the puck's going to come all the way back into the Reps' end. Shots on goal are 0-1 in favor of the Trojans. And we've got 23:55 left in this 10-minute runtime scrimmage. Puck's dropped. Grant Peters has it. He runs it behind the net. He's checked off the puck. Reps try to clear it off of the stick of Drew Davidson. Drew Davidson hits Kasu. Kasu goes back to the point. Point comes across to Burley. Burley just couldn't handle the puck clean, so he couldn't get the shot off in time. Reps come with it now. They break it out. They're coming across the middle. And Braden White is able to put a stick on that puck. Burley almost gave it up in front of the net. Was able to get a stick under the Reps player. The Reps shoot from a bad angle. Schlegel sucks that one up, holds on tight. We get a whistle. We're going to get a face-off deep in the Trojans' end right in front of their bench. We'll get a wholesale line change here. For anybody who was not listening to the first game, Jackson Soper is out. I saw him sitting in the stands earlier. He left game number 1 with a broken collarbone. All right. Kloosterman chases that puck down. Lays out one of the Reps players. Conaway goes behind the net. Fighting for the puck. Puts a check on the Rep. Holds him off. Conaway gets some help. Reps come up with it. Conaway with a little push. Conaway's battling behind the net. The puck. Conaway goes in after it. Oh, there's a check from behind. These two refs are a little more lenient than the earlier games. 22 minutes on the money left in this 10-minute runtime scrimmage. Shots on goal are 1-1, both teams. There's another shot for the Reps. Right into the Trojans logo of Schlegel's jersey. And we will get a stop and play and a face-off. In front of the Trojans bench, to my right, the puck went back, but Xander Fogelman beat the Reps player to the puck, got it all the way down. We check up on sides, and the Reps not able to get that puck out. Now it comes out all the way down. Schlegel comes out of his net to play it, so the Rep player couldn't beat him to it. Burley takes an elbow to the face, but chases down the puck, comes up with it, and Evan Blazak gets it out of the zone. Burley knocks it down. He beats a man. He's pushed to the inside, can't get to the puck. But Blazak's got it now. He holds it. Beatty's got it. He's looking for the centering pass. He's going to go back to his point. No, he has to turn inside. Now he goes back to Harv. Harv sends it back. And oh, Xander Fogelman had a great shot across the net. Just missed by, oh, man, that was great. Fogelman put it right across the crease. Evan Blazak was on the far side of the net. He had a swipe at it. Xander put some mustard on it. He had no choice to beat out the goalie, and Blazak just couldn't get his stick solid on it. Great attempt. Shots on goal, 2-2. 20 minutes left in this 30-minute runtime scrimmage. Oh, puck goes across. Traverse City with a blind behind the back pass was read very well by one of the reps and taken. That might have been Colton Davidson. And Colton's got an advantage because he played split season with a lot of the Trojans. So he knows how they play. All right, icing call. Stops play, gets a whistle, puck coming down to the Traverse City end. And the reps choose to be on the bench side. Colton Davidson taking the face off. Puck drop, won by Davidson. They send it back to the line, kept in by number 20. Back, Colton Davidson gets a heck of a shot from the bottom of the circle. Schlegel sucks it up, playing solid. Schlegel's being tested. I mean, this has not been an easy game for him. He looks good. I like it. All right, puck drop. Battled by both teams. Looks like the Trojans are not able to get it out. Burley's got it now. He sends it up. Davidson chases it down. Knocked off by Xander Fogelman. Xander Fogelman checks the rep off the puck at the blue line. Kept in barely by the reps. Conaway's got it. Goes behind his net all the way around. And it comes back Conaway's way. He lets up and lets Graham Peters go after it. Then Conaway steps in. Conaway's got it now. He looks. He hits Burley behind the net. Burley's got time. Burley makes a move. And it's knocked off his stick, but out at the blue line. We make the red lot. Dump it in deep. A bunch of the Trojan players going for a change from the goal line. On the rep side, the Trojans battle. Fogelman with a check. Reps have it. Looks like they're going to break it out. They do. They come up the near side here, make the line. Through the legs of number 4, Kloosterman. And they battle in the corner, Kloosterman and Harv with a couple of the reps. The reps have control of it. They tried to go back to the point, but missed. Harv chipped at it, but it was bouncing. It went straight up in the air. And we are not able to get it out. The reps playing with it. It goes back to the point. They skate it in. Now, Graham Peters does not goof around. He lifts it a half a mile in the air. And unfortunately, the bench was less than a half a mile away. It ends up in the Trojan bench, which is going to force a face-off deep in our end. We knew this was going to be a tough fought game, and so far we have not been let down. Reps with a slap shot for the point. Schlegel kicks it to the far side. Reps trying to maintain control, but Braden White forces the player off. Slap shot for the point off Schlegel's leg. Another great save by Schlegel. He looks good. Reps try to go high. Schlegel was in good position and nowhere to go. Burley knocked off the puck, which doesn't happen often. Burley goes far side. Cade Treadway brings it back the other way. And Collier Schultz, looking down to pick up that pass, got drilled, flew into the boards, head, shoulder first. He's grabbing his head. And we've got a coach coming out right away. That one did not look good. Clock will stop for the injury timeout, official timeout. Collier's talking to the coach. And we've got some trainers coming out. Oh, that's the last thing we needed is a bunch of injuries in scrimmage start games. But Collier's up and moving. The players are all banging their sticks. And he'll skate off the ice holding his shoulder and elbow. Looks like the face-off will be in the neutral zone on the reps end. Trying to stay out of the way of the cameraman here, and I've got a springy cord, and I'm not used to that, and it's throwing me for a loop. All right, here we go. I've got Evan Blazak taking the face-off. We win the face-off. It goes to Beatty. Beatty wasn't able to handle it, and out they come. Burley's got it behind our goal line. He checks up, looks, and Burley builds up some speed off the boards, not able to get around, but he gets backed up by Evan Blazak, who gets it in, back to Burley. Burley deep. Beatty chases that one down. And Blazak goes after it. He's got it behind the net, pushes his man off, comes back to Burley. Burley with a foot. Remember, Burley's a soccer player too, and it shows in these games. The goalie for the reps knocks it down with his blocker, puts his glove over it, holds on tight. We get a whistle. Face-off deep in the reps end coming up. Conaway and Klusterman out there on defense. Rodenroth, Cassou, and Humphreys up front. Cassou behind and just to the left of, or actually Rodenroth just behind and to the left of Cassou. Cassou to take the face-off. Conaway behind him. Face-off, won by the reps. Behind their net. They send it around. Off the boards. They go back behind their net. Hit the man on the near side in front of their bench. He goes far side, pass up. Carter Humphreys chases him down, gives him a hard time. Humphreys comes up with a puck, loses it, tips it up. Reps come out with it at the line, but they got to come out of the zone. Colton Davidson was moving fast, but he could not keep it in. And wisely went out. Off of one of the reps at center ice. He was just trying to deflect it in deep. And got it with a stick real good, up in the air, into the netting. I see Ike Clausen's out there for the reps. He's got the puck, dumps it in deep on Schlegel. Schlegel just covers it up. He'll take the whistle. 13:30 left in this 30-minute runtime scrimmage game. Shots on goal, 6 for the reps, 3 for your Trojans. All right, Colton Davidson and Cassou on the face-off. Davidson wins face-off. Reps not able to handle it cleanly. Now they come up with it. Shot. No shot. Around the back of the net to the point. On the line, wiggling around, shot, and Schlegel doesn't know where it is. He sees it. There's a melee in front of the net. Rodenroth able to chip it out. We'll take the icing. I don't know how that puck stayed out of the net, but it did. Sorry about that. I got to stop yelling. Got to get my throat back in training. Wow. Josh, how many saves do you think Schlegel had there? 4? 5? He was flat on his rear end, hands in the air, stick up, kept it out. Puck behind our net around, out of the zone. And here comes Davidson, back in our zone, goes to Braden White. Braden White to Fogelman. Fogelman, oh! He tried to pass it up to Davidson. Little bit too much mustard on it and over Davidson's stick. Back to Braden White. Braden White to Conaway. Conaway past the red line. Conaway looking. Checks his man off the puck. Keeps it out. Oh, centering pass by Davidson, thwarted by one of the reps. Conaway's got to chase it down as they dump it in. 2 number 2s go into the corner. Conaway sends it around. Nobody there. Reps hold it in. Reps looking. Far side shot, they score. That was perfectly set up. The far side defenseman for the Reps fed it to the near side circle. One of his guys was banging on the ice for the puck. Put the puck in the perfect spot and a perfect one-timer over the shoulder of Schlegel. Bounces his water bottle up in the air. No doubt about that one going in. It hurts a little, but again, 10:51 left in this competition scrimmage. Kloosterman to Harv to Cassou. Cassou sends it in. Carter Humphreys chases it down behind it. Oh, Carter Humphreys turned inside. If he'd turned outside, he had a puck all by himself. Rodenroth battles it out. He's still fighting in the corner. We come up with it. Cassou's got it, goes back to the point. Harv shoots! Oh, we're going to get a penalty here. Rodenroth getting called. I missed the call, but the player Rodenroth was battling with had no stick, and it was behind the play. So this is less than optimal. 9:50 left in this 30-minute runtime scrimmage. Down by 1 on the PK for the next minute 57. Kloosterman able to knock it off the Reps player, but the Reps collect. A lot of good pressure by the Trojans to keep them outside with very few options. To the middle, out of the zone. Here we go, Drew Davidson. No, he got tripped up a little bit at the line. He would have had a breakaway. Now, Graham Peters sneaks it in. Comes off his stick. He wisely checks up, heads back on the penalty kill. We're not trying to be too crazy offensive here. All right, the Reps set it up, make the red line, dump it in. Goes to Kloosterman. Kloosterman drills it off of one of the Reps' stick at the red line, all the way back. Goalie handles it. Reps will set up again. Burley steps in for the long pass. His guy knew it was coming, and he wisely let the puck go to defend himself. So the Reps get it out. They make the red line. Conaway chases down number 13 for the Reps, forces him off the puck so that Burley can get it. Burley tries to send it out, kept in. Burley gets it again. Now Burley's got plenty of room. He sends it up. Just missed by Graham Peters. Burley's and Peters go for a line change. I've got Evan Blazak out there. Beatty, Conaway. Conaway chips at it backhand with a guy with a lot of pressure. Couldn't get it out. Conaway blocks the shot. He's limping, but he got the puck and got it out off the glass. The Reps set up. Colton Davidson with a long spin. Tries to go toward the net. Conaway and Davidson battling. These two have played hockey on the same team a lot of years, so it's fun to see them against each other. Shot from the point, goes wide of the net. Conaway goes behind the net. He's hooked, no call. And Evan Blazak sends it out. We're offsides by 1 step as one of the Reps just touched the puck at the blue line and kept it from going in full speed. All right, we're going to have White and Harv on D. I've got Treadway, Blake Davidson, and Rodenroth out there. They battle for the puck. It goes across to White. White to Harv. Harv around, coming around the net. And the Reps are able to clear it all the way down. This is going to go right of the net. We get an icing. 6:50 left in this 10-minute overtime or 10-minute runtime scrimmage. here at center ice. Shots on goal, 10-4 in favor of the Reps. And although the Reps were on the power play, it shows no shots during that power play. The Reps got a majority of their shots and one good rush. I think Schlegel stopped bare minimum 4, maybe 5, all in one run, one barrage. All right, the Reps in the center, shot, blocked by number 12, Braden White. Braden White comes up with it, goes behind the net to Harv. Harv reverses it right back to White, goes past White. Rodenroth goes into the corner, knocks the Rep down and gets it out. The Reps trying to bring it right back in. Felt the pressure of number 13, Blake Davidson, and we just drive it out. Oh, I thought the Reps were offside. Kloosterman dropped one of the Reps. And Cade Treadway tried to chip it out, not able. Kloosterman hits a guy in the back, and we're going right back to the PK. Ugh. Penalties will kill you. All right, Calvin Kloosterman will sit for a couple minutes. Face off deep in the Trojan end. Right in front of their bench, just to the left of Carter Schlegel. Although we're down by 1, Schlegel has played a great game. He has made some amazing saves. Conaway on left side defense. Burley right side, back to the point. Point holds on, far side Point, back to the near side, who's in the middle. I think that went off the shaft of the stick of the goalie, Schlegel, and we get it out. They come across to this side. The Reps go back. Reps set it up. They come across the blue line. No, they don't. It was tipped off of the stick by Drew Davidson, out. Now the Reps have it. They've got a little bit of time. Battle with Conaway in front of the net. He holds a man off, pushes him off, gets the puck, sends it not out, but to the point. And the Reps are trying to set it up again. Conaway just battling in front of the net. And they pass through the front of the net to the far side. And another one-timer beat Schlegel. He was complaining to the ref that he was interfered with, the Conaway battle and the other Rep player. But we are at 3:36, down by 2. Shots on goal are 11-4. All right, we've got Humphreys, Fogelman, Beatty, Harv, and White out there. Oh, the Reps are going to get an interference call. Out of all the stuff I've seen them call, this is hilarious. I've seen a couple of great hooks. No calls. The two players kind of ran into each other at the side of the net, and our player would have got to the puck if it wouldn't have him, but I didn't think it was an intentional. This might be a makeup call. We'll just leave it at that. So, our chance. First one here on the power play. Face-off one, shot right on net. The goalie drops down, stops it with his leg, puts a glove over it, hangs on tight. We get a whistle. Another face-off, same spot, far side. Won by the Trojans. Harv goes across, shot on goal. Goalie saw it all the way, had his leg down, big rebound, comes back to Fogelman. Fogelman looking for some help, finds White. White steps in, goes to Humphreys. Humphreys looks, goes back to Fogelman. Fogelman shoots. Oh, he almost went off one of the Reps players. We keep it in, it goes behind the net. Braden White behind the net. Goes to Humphreys. Here's Humphreys on the side of the net. High shot. Just missed. The goalie kicked the net off, so we get a whistle. and I'm assuming the face-off will stay deep in the reps end. 1 minute left in the power play, 1:40 left in this competition. Again, 30-minute runtime scrimmage. Trojans get to play 4 today. Our last one is pretty darn quick after this game. Puck drop, won by the Trojans. Number 22, Drew Davidson has it. He's looking, comes around the blue line, through the middle. He shoots. Nobody knows where it is. The goalie's got it collected. Oh, it was in his blocker. He wiggles it out into his glove. We'll get a face-off right in front of the reps bench on the right side of the goalie. My left as I look at him. Won by the Trojans. Chip back, but not hard enough. Burley tried to keep it in, but it's out. We check up, and the reps are going to rail it off the glass all the way down. That'll about do it for our penalty with 6 seconds left. 40 left in the period. Burley misread Graham Peters. Graham Peters turned to the inside. Burley passed to him on the outside. Kloosterman goes to the far side to Burley. Burley around to Kloosterman. Kloosterman not able to get it out. Held him by the reps at the line. Graham Peters gets it behind the net. He takes a hit, goes down. Now Peters is up, has the puck. He's looking. Kloosterman's got it. I don't know what Kloosterman was looking at there. He went to the far side boards, nobody there. We get a wholesale, well, 4 out of 5 guys changed. Evan Blazak was the only one that stayed on. Conaway's got it. He goes off the glass as a buzzer rings. We have our first loss of these scrimmages. We lost by 2. Shots on goal, 11-7. We picked it up there at the end. But the reps, we were aware they're going to be a good team this season. They look pretty tough. It's going to be some battles. The Veterans Cup comes up in January. I believe it's January 17th. Somewhere right in there. And it'll be the Reps and the Trojans in that game. That is always a fun game and will be fun to watch. And hopefully my kid will be wearing a jersey that I'll get at the end of the game. All right, as the boys shake hands and everybody talks to their goalies, the coaches make it through the line. I'm going to take a quick break, and we'll be back very, very shortly for our 4th scrimmage of